no.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to Dream Career Talk Show. Here on this show, we are going to have industry experts from various domains who will be sharing their knowledge, experiences, challenges, their failures, and success so that it can help others. This show is going to help corporate professionals expand their context, get clarity, direction, hope, inspiration, and of course, the right steps to build their dream career and dream life. Now, how to come out of the mindset matrix? How to build a growth mindset and attract abundance in life? How to stop thinking small and start dreaming big? How to unlock the secret code of mindset matrix for success? Our today's guest, Ravi Kumar Nadar, who started from a place of being surrounded by the people with a scarcity mindset. From testing shortcuts for success, failing, learning lessons, and moving forward. He started investing in self development in programs of some of the great coaches like Jack Canfield, T. Harwaker, and learning from mentors like Dan Locke and Dave Gadvi. And today he has unlocked the secret of mindset for success and is also helping a lot of professionals to do the same. Ravi, very excited to have you on this show today. Welcome to Dream Career Talk Show.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity for that. I'm glad that today, like, it's an honor for me to be in this particular show, like, where you are helping so many people to elevate their career and getting them their dream career. Wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling.
Thank you, Ravi, for being here because I know the journey that you started from, and today you are like able to support so many people by actually unlocking that code of mindset matrix. Before we get into how to unlock that code, why not we listen first of all your journey? How did it start, and how did you build your dream career?
Certainly. So it all started with one idea, one thought in my mind. So
Hmm.
I was working in a call center. So prior to that call center, I started my journey when I was learning. Like, I was in my college times. I was not focusing on studies because study is something like, if you ask me about maths, algebra, geometry, everything goes bounce out of me.
Hmm.
I'm the one who never focused on it, and it's kind of if you have seen the movie Tare Zameen Par, so it's same. It's kind of those kind of movies. Like, everything goes bounce from my head. I was never
Hmm.
totally focused on that. So after 12th, like, I completed my HSC. Then first year I got dropped out.
Hmm.
That's the time, like, it was, I hurted most, right, on that particular time when I got dropped out. And then I clearly got to know that I cannot do anything further in studies, though it is important, but I'm the person, I'm not able to focus anything on studies. So my dad was supporting me, my mom were supporting me. They were saying to me that go ahead with your studies, we are here for supporting. There was a lot of challenges in my family during that time, money issues and a lot of issues, but still my dad and mom supported me. They said, we will do whatever it takes, we will make sure, we want you to study. But I said them directly that I'm not focused on that, so I don't want to waste your money. That's how the journey started. And in the first year itself, like, I started working in Pizza Hut. That was my first part-time job, wherein monthly I was getting around 1300 rupees. And that was the start. And I left that job after 3 months. Then I was looking for job. I worked some of the other places, one or two company I changed. Then my career started with call center. And today I worked in call center around like more than 11 plus years. And that's how the journey all started. And whenever I was working, every time there was something used to come into my mind that, hey Ravi, are you the one who is just who is the one who just want to live a mediocre life? What about your dreams? Don't you have any dreams? So this used to come each and every time to, I used to have that self talk. and I was very much worried. I was a person who used to think that why this is happening to me, because there were so much challenges in my family during that time. And you know what happens when you go through the challenges? The very first thing what you think is why this is only happening to me, right? So I want to tell all the audience, whoever is listening, when you think that why this is happening to me, you're not alone. Everyone goes through the challenges. Everyone has some or the other problems. So never think that you are the one who is going through some or the other challenges. So that's when I got started. So I used to wondering about my thoughts and whatever were going on my mind. And then when I was working, I met one of my friend whose name is Hari. So I said that
Hmm.
I'm very much interested I want to know about myself and I want to live a good life, those kind of a thing. And during just having a conversation, he said that, let me tell you something. Go and read Think and Grow Rich.
Hmm.
And I really appreciate that person, and I always say thank to that person till now, that thanks he gave me the right advice. That is the first book I read. First investment I made to in my life is that it was around 120 rupees or 150 rupees, but that book changed my life. Think and Grow Rich. Then one book led to another book, then another book. That's how I started my journey. And then, like today, it's around like more than 100 books I already read, and number of seminars, and I have already invested more than like 10 to 15 lakhs in my own self development journey till now. And
10
that's
to
how
15
all of
lakhs in self development.
yes, 10 to 15 lakhs.
Wow. Right there.
You know what, I know like many of them might get surprised that, because we are in this belief, we are into this matrix world where our family, where our community, they says that once you are graduated, then you just need to earn. There is no
Hmm.
learning. Whatever investment you have done, that's it. Now it's time to earn. So what
Hmm.
happens after that? First year, second year, you're earning good enough. After that, you feel stagnant.
Hmm.
You don't get pay raise, you don't get anything. And why would you get? Because you're not learning, you're not investing in yourself.
Right.
Everyone thinks that just completing education from school or colleges, that is more than enough, but that is not true. That is a belief which you need to shatter it out today, because you will not grow in your company unless and until you start investing in yourself. Like the kind of a job you are doing for that, it's really amazing. You as a mid-career transformation coach, you help mid-career professionals, and when people invest in your programs, the result is amazing. Because I heard there was one mentee who got more than 70% hike, the other lady who got 95% hike, and the other one like more than 110% hike. Do you
Right.
think that if that employee would have not invested in self development program, do you think like that person would have got any kind of a right, any kind of a raise? No. That is the
Difficult.
difference with, yeah, so that is the difference, where people start thinking like after completing MBA, engineering, or whatever it is, they say yes, now it's done, there is no more learning. But the actual learning starts after you graduate.
Hmm. Interesting. So when you say self development, you invested 15 lakhs. This is on an MBA or any certification?
No, I don't believe in certification.
Hmm.
You know what, let me ask the people who have done MBA, what is MBA? In MBA, you get to learn all about businesses. But how many of them they are into businesses after completing MBA certification?
Not
More
many.
than 80% they directly go to the job after
Hmm.
completing MBA. So let me ask you this, is MBA is for doing business, or it is just to get another job?
Hmm.
Because there is a lot of theory you have learned in MBA, but you're not implementing in actual business. So how does that is going to help you? So
Right.
I never believed in certification. That's what I'm saying. I have not completed my graduation as well, but still I have that kind of a confidence. I had that belief in me that even if I am not educated, because that is not the real education what school system is giving you. Yes, that is fine. Like whatever education they are giving you, that is half. The real education is how to overcome your fear, how to be confident when you're in group, like you're talking to some group of the people, how to be more, how to overcome your mediocrity, how to have that
Mhm.
growth mindset, how to think big. Do you think
Mm.
our professors or MBA degrees, yeah, in those kind of a certification, they teach you this thing? They are not teaching you. And especially
Mm.
the people, the school system which we have, the people, they all are giving you the theory knowledge.
Right.
What it
Agree.
has to, yeah. So if you see the theory knowledge, I was not interested, because when schools and colleges were teaching me about Harappa civilization, where would I help? Where would, like, what kind of if that information, how does that going to help me in my life to come out of this mediocrity life? Yes, that
So,
is one
so
of the
history doesn't
information.
help you. History doesn't help you.
It doesn't help me, but I'm not saying that it will not help to anyone. It will help
Mm.
the person who is more interested into history.
Right. Very well said. Yeah.
I was a person, I was not interested in that. I got big zero in maths
Mm.
in the first year of college, but that should not stop me to live the kind of a life I need to live, right?
Yeah.
Because from childhood, if you've seen, people have been nurtured, the community, the relatives, the parents, they all have put us in the matrix, the social belief pressure that you should never fail.
Mm.
For example, if a child fails in any subject or in any grade, maybe sixth grade or seventh grade or eighth grade, the parents start blaming that you're not good enough, you're not smart
Mm.
enough, you're not good in studies. Do you think that one failure in a subject that will prove your life that you are not going to live a good life?
Of course not.
And because of that, it is hampering that particular person. I have so many mentees where I see in real world that because of what their mom and what parents and community and teacher told them when they failed, because of that they are not confident enough in their life today. Whenever even if they are working in any job, they are not confident, because they have that big stamp on your head. The parents told them that you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, you're a failure, you're a loser.
Mm. Very strong. Very strong. This is very strong, Ravi. You are talking something which many of us try not to like discuss, and I think this is real truth here. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. See, the thing is that whenever, definitely, if our child is not good in studies, it is absolutely fine. We should understand what is the real problem. Why the child is not focusing, is not able to focus. What is the main reason? Because
Mm.
shouting on our child will not solve our problems. Instead of, we need to support them, do whatever you want, like you concentrate on studies. It doesn't matter like how whatever marks you are going to get, we are there to support you.
Mm.
Just
Mm.
one that kind of a praise itself will boost them. The child will start thinking that my dad is supporting me, I need to make sure that I need to have a good marks in studies.
Mm.
Instead of shouting at that person, and especially in India and in Asian countries, if you see, Fatah, once the result is announced, we are not happy with our own results. Our neighbor will start coming to our house saying, "Hey, how much marks you got in maths, your science, or whatever it is," and our
Right.
parents start comparing, which is
Yeah.
not good. See, everyone is different. We cannot compare anyone. And let me tell you something, Fatah. Everyone is unique. Everyone has a unique potential and maximum potential. It's just we don't believe in ourselves. Because when we are born with a rich mindset, but the upbringing made us to think poor and live in a scarcity. The environment.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you talk about when you talk about environment or the kind of surroundings you had, like, do you want to talk about what affected you for so many years in terms of your growth?
Yes, absolutely. See, I was living in Chaul. If someone who don't know what is Chaul is where the rooms are just one room kitchen and one room hall kitchen. There is no bedroom, nothing. And in Chaul, the surrounding is not good. Some or the other time, there will be neighbors will be checking out what is going on neighbor's house,
Hmm.
and people will be fighting, abusing the language they would be using. It is not good. And not only the environment where I was living, that was affecting me, also the environment where I was in my family, it was also affecting me, because my mom and dad, they were not having a healthy relationship when it comes to the challenges at home. Always they used to fight because of money, and that
Hmm.
impacted me a lot, that environment. For example, okay, if someone is fighting because of money, that there is not enough savings or there is no money at home, and when the time comes you're not able to spend some money on your basic needs, definitely there will be a fight because of the money. So what happens is, when we listen as a child at the age of between from 1 to 7, when we listen to those conversations, it affects our mindset. We start thinking that just for money my parents are fighting, so that means money is not good. But if
Hmm.
we check the root cause, money is not the root of evil. Money is root of joy and comfort. Why there was a fight on the topic of money is because we fail to have the discipline of spending and saving money.
Hmm.
Most of them, they don't save money, they don't have a discipline. Because if you see, in today's distraction world, everyone will go after sale. If there is sale on Amazon or Flipkart, whatever it is, and nowadays they have come up with a good offer that pay later.
Hmm.
Shop right now for 10K, 70K, 60K, pay later. So what
Hmm.
happens is, someone is earning around 25, 30K. Even he thinks, hey, that's a good option. Why don't I go ahead and shop?
Hmm. Right.
And they spend more than what they earn. That is a big mistake, and because of which they might be struggling in their life, and the fight, because of the fight in their family and everything. And end of the day, they blame that money is the root of all evil. It's not money, it's your discipline. If you're not disciplined with your money, definitely you will not be able to grow in your life.
Right. Yeah.
So this is how little things which was affecting me. But when I changed my mindset, when I now, even like if you see, it's totally depend that the people whom you hang around with, that makes a very huge difference. For example, if you are hanging around with your friends who doesn't think big, or maybe who is not earning, who doesn't have a high standards, then it's the time to move out. I'm not asking you to break that friendship. Friends are good, but they don't have that much. Maybe they don't want to achieve what you want to achieve, because your goal is only important for you, not for your family or your friends.
Right.
So why don't you go out and search for the community where people all are like-minded? For example, your community, the Mid-Career Growth Hub, those are the community where people want to grow with the high standards, and they always think about more that how I can add value to my company so that I can get more benefited, or maybe how can I get that next pay hike. So this actually impacts a lot. You should
Right.
always surround yourself with someone who is with your standard or maybe higher standard than you. That's when they will be pulling you up towards their standard.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Agreed. Because I also strongly believe that you are an average of five people around you, right? This is one of the famous quote as well, right?
Jim
And
Rohn said, yeah.
yeah, so this is the formula for success as well. Now you were talking about mediocrity that hit your life in terms of when you had your mom, dad not understanding and all of this. So what do you think are the signs of mediocrity that people can look at and then identify, okay, fine, this is where I need to come out of this challenge?
Yeah. So there are so many signs. Okay, I'll share with you the three signs. The first sign is that blame.
Hmm.
The moment when people start blaming, for example, if your parents are not rich, you born in a humble lower middle class family, it is absolutely fine. Do not blame your parents. I don't blame my parents at all because they have given each and everything. They have given more than 100%
Hmm.
what they are supposed to do at that particular time.
Yeah.
I cannot blame them if I'm not successful. So if you see, there are so many people due to some mistakes, what their parents have done, and because of which they lost some money, they start blaming them. And the entire life for 60, 70, 80 years, they just blame that because my dad was not good about money, my family was not good about this. That's why even I am not successful, or else I would have successful. So let me ask you this: start taking responsibility. Whatever happened is happened, right? You
Right.
take responsibility and change it. When you know each and everything about your family, so lead that family with discipline, and what they don't know, you can pitch in and you can correct that particular thing in your family, right?
Yeah.
But you cannot blame your parents that you're not successful just because of parent. As there is very rightly said, Bill Gates rightly said that if you are born poor, that is not your mistake, but if you die poor, that is your mistake. So the first sign is do not
Hmm.
blame because of government I'm not able to earn much, or maybe like I got to pay a lot of taxes, or because of my community, because of my spouse, or because of my parents, they are not allowing me, or else I would have become successful, I would have done this and that. No, start taking responsibility. That's what I did to come out of mediocrity. I took that responsibility. We had a lot of debts because of poor management of money. Some or the other person in the family has to take that responsibility.
Right.
You have to be courageous enough, right?
Yeah.
Either you will keep on digging a big hole for your family, or else you can build a mountain for your family.
Hmm.
And that's how like I was courageous enough to take that step, start disciplining myself and started. And how would I learn? There is no one to coach me, and it is
Hmm.
absolutely fine. So that's how I searched in Google, and I got to know more about it from Think and Grow Rich book, that one book to another. So that's how I started self development journey, and I can see a lot of changes after that. The way I started thinking and the way I started taking actions, that's how I was able to come out of that mediocrity. So that is the first sign. And the second sign is living paycheck to paycheck.
Hmm.
Now, don't take me wrong that living paycheck to paycheck is absolutely fine for someone who is okay to live with that paycheck to paycheck. But also, you can earn some nice income by learning something apart from your job as well,
Yeah.
right? Do not spend your entire time in your job. Like if you're spending the entire time, whatever it is required, you have to do more than that. Absolutely fine. But what about your weekends? What are you doing?
Hmm.
Instead of that, you are stuck in the rat race that first of the month you will get the salary, by 10th of the month everything is just spent. You're waiting for
Right.
another month, living paycheck to paycheck. Instead of that, Why don't you learn some skill and start earning or do something beside maybe on weekends, and whatever money you will get, you can spend for that particular month, and whatever you're getting from the paycheck, you can save it or invest in yourself.
Hmm.
Because if you see, there are so many people who do not know how to use credit cards. I was one of them. Now the experience, the things which I am sharing, I have experienced it all. That's why I learned from that and I came out of, that's why I'm giving you that information. People living with credit card, it's a bad habits. Now you might be saying that no, I'm not that much of spender or those kind of a thing. See, I have seen that people are just living with credit cards. Like once, whatever salary they are getting, it's not enough for them. Instead of that, they are more spending with the credit card, thinking that next salary I will be able to pay. Then what they
Hmm.
do is they will not be able to pay. They look for another credit card, different bank, and then they go for that another credit card and they just rotate it from this card to this card. But my point is that if you're not disciplined with your money, you will not be able to discipline with your credit cards as well. Rich
Right.
people, successful people, they also have credit cards, but the discipline, the foundation of their money, the principles about money, that foundation, they follow that discipline. So that's why they also have the discipline with the credit cards.
Hmm.
So that you need to learn the discipline of having money, like whatever some percentage you need to save, some percentage to invest, and some percentage for your emergency funds. Because I was the one in during my childhood, my dad used to get salary around first of the month.
Hmm.
From first till 10th, we used to live like a king.
Hmm.
From 10th till 30th, we used to live like a beggar. And that
Yeah.
is most of the people also living the same case.
Yeah, I know it's a hard truth, Ravi, but most of them, I can relate it when you say this because there were times when I remember like living this life, right? Many years ago, being in job, like by 10th of the month, or sometimes by even the first week of the month, you have your commitments done, and then the rest 2 to 3 weeks, you are living like, yeah, not that real, the kind of life you want to live. Rightly said.
Correct.
And I think you pointed out some good points here. Like just being in the job is good, but also above that, what can you do? Can you use your weekends? Can you use some part of your weekdays where you can learn new skill, where you can start maybe like making some money from your skill? Right? Very important. Very important. Now, what are the rituals that, because I know you have learned from some of the successful people, you have invested in self development and learned from some of the successful people, you have read hundreds of books till date. So what are the rituals you practice and you also recommend for success?
Yes. So if you see, there is a golden thread. When I started researching about all highly successful millionaires, multi-millionaires, and billionaires, because I was living a mediocre life and I was started researching about these people, how I can become one of them, and what I need to do, what I'm not doing it, right? So if I started when I started researching and when I started investing, reading from books and then learning from actual millionaires and multi-millionaires, I got to know some strange thing. Everyone follows secret morning routine.
Hmm.
Everyone has the morning routine. The morning routine which they follow religiously every day with the discipline, that's how they are able to overcome all the stress and they are able to manage millions of dollars in their bank account.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter what kind of a problems it might come, they are easily able to come out of it. So that is the routine. So this is the routine. When you start, for example, every successful people, more than 80 to 90% of the people, they wake up early, maybe at 4
Hmm.
o'clock or maybe 5 o'clock or maximum 6 o'clock before sunrise. what you do in the first hour of once you wake up, that sets a tone for that particular day.
Hmm.
But the difference, if you see the poor, broke, and mediocre people, what they do is the moment they get up, they go ahead and check their mobile phone, Instagram, follow like Facebook or YouTube or some or the other thing. Isn't that true?
Emails.
Emails. And what happens is you get distracted from one emails to you go different emails. If you're watching YouTube, from one videos to different YouTube videos, from one Instagram post to another post, and that's how you set your day. If you start your day like this, do you think like you will be able to tackle any kind of a challenges for that particular day? You will not. So instead of that, the moment you get up, you have to do exercise, you have to work out. It can be jogging, or maybe it can be yoga, or it can be a proper workout in the gym. But you need to make sure that you are so much like high energy on. You need to have that sweat coming out early morning. And what happens
Hmm.
is once you do that, it's very easy for you to be fully energized on that particular day. That is the first thing. Okay, once you do workout, maybe first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or maybe 1 hour, it totally depend upon you. So what I do is, I early morning these days, once I get up, I close my eyes first, because I have to thank the universe, because he
Hmm.
has given me this particular day, so I have to be grateful for that. Because if you see this pandemic, this COVID, there are so many of them who are no more. But
Right.
why God has chosen us to live one more day, so we should be calling ourselves as a lucky. So I
Right.
close my eyes. I thank to universe, saying that thank God for making me alive. Thank you so much for my healthy body. Thank you so much for the house where I'm living. Thank you so much for my parents, my mom and dad. Thank you so much for my wonderful wife. Thank you so much for the water which I drink. Many
Hmm.
people, they don't realize, if you see in Africa, there are still so many people, they are not able to get the pure water. They have to go 10 kilometers away to fetch that water, and even they are, after going that 10-kilometer away, they're not getting pure water, they are getting that dirty water.
Hmm.
You have to be grateful for that. You have to be grateful for the food you eat. I see that many people, they fight while eating food, or maybe some people, because of showing that anger, they just pull, like they just throw the plates and everything. I have seen that. You need to appreciate, because if you don't appreciate anything, the same will get you in return as well.
Right.
Because there was a time wherein we were struggling for having one times meal as well. I still remember that we only used to have rice, and my mom used to boil the rice, but we don't have money to buy gravies. So what my mom used to do, my mom used to go to neighbor's house to get that small gravy, a bowl of gravy, so that we can have food and we can go to the school. And that
Hmm.
is the gravy the neighbors used to give, which they have made in the last night.
Hmm.
So you always need to be grateful for whatever you have. So after exercise, once you're done with the exercise, then it's time for meditation.
Hmm.
You need to do meditation for minimum 20 minutes. And what happens is, once you start meditating yourself, because this is the time, the early morning is the time wherein you don't have any distractions. And this is the time wherein your mind will be also very calm, and you get so much of different ideas, and that will actually help you to remove the stress whatever you are going to go through, or whatever you are having the kind of a stress. And meditation is must. And after meditation, you need to journal. I give it to my mentee the templates of secret morning rituals. which I have. Like, even if anyone, you guys want to know the secret morning template, if you want it for free, just DM Fatah, or maybe you can follow me on YouTube or Insta, and you can DM me the secret morning ritual. I can give it to you for free. Then you have to do journaling. In journaling, there are some exercises, like as I said, 10 things you're grateful for. And after
Hmm.
that, you have the exercise of self love. Have you seen that so many people, they hate themselves, the way they look, the way their body is? It doesn't matter, guys. If you are thin, if you are fit body, if you are fat, it is absolutely fine. If you don't love yourself, you will not love anyone else. That's why you start hating other people, because you're not loving yourself. So I have a one exercise in that particular template which says that you have to stand in front of the mirror, and you have to say to yourself that by seeing your body in the mirror, I love myself, I like myself, I love my body. 50 times minimum. You can do it more than that as well.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I think this is very important for many people because somewhere people think that acceptance comes by default, right? But it's not true. Acceptance is more of a conscious effort that you need to keep putting, right? To remind yourself that you are the best, you love yourself, so that your confidence keeps increasing, all right?
Correct.
And you rightly said here that only when you love yourself you can give the same to others, right? When you don't
Correct.
have something, how do you give that, right?
Right.
So it's very important for people to love themselves so that they can love others as well. Great.
Why
So
do
please
people
continue.
hate others? Yeah, so Fatah, if you see, why do people hate actors, actresses? Because they don't love themselves.
Interesting.
If you start loving yourself more than anyone else, you automatically start loving others the way they are.
Right,
It
right.
doesn't matter how you look. For me, in school days, like many people bullied me because of my color, and
Hmm.
I was someone who was very shy. I was not talkative. I never used to like go and participate in any competition. I just don't like. But it doesn't matter. Whatever color I have, I am my own fan.
Hmm.
You should be fan of yourself as well, because you are unique. Show me the person who is very similar to you, like who looks same like you. You will not see anyone else. There might be slight changes, or show me someone who has the same fingerprint. This
Hmm.
itself says that you are very unique, and it is okay the way you are.
Right.
So after that exercise, once we finish that by loving yourself, then comes, you need to ask guidance from the universe. You just have to go outside, looking in the sky, beautiful sky. It's early morning, and just like you just need to open your hand and say to universe by closing your eyes, God, give me the guidance for this particular day. Give me guidance for this day, like whatever may it come, give me guidance for that day. And after that, there is an interesting thing. You have to close your eyes, and now you need to think the person who hurted you more, the person who you hate.
Hmm.
And once you think about them, you need to bless that person right now. You can take any three-person who hurted you, maybe your past girlfriend or boyfriend, or maybe your like ex-spouse, whoever it is. Maybe if you are divorced, it's absolutely fine. You need to close your eyes. It doesn't matter whatever they harm they have done to you. You might be saying, Ravi, you don't know. He has done this, she has done this. It's absolutely fine. I'll tell you the reason why I'm saying this. You need to close your eyes, and you need to bless that person with happiness, healthy body, and with more abundance and prosperity. It will be difficult for first day, second day also it will be difficult, third day also it will be difficult, but from fourth day you will start loving it. You will start feeling light in your heart. And why that is happening, Fatah, if you see, when you hurt others, when you hate others, some or the other thing is going on in your heart. You are thinking about that person, and you're cribbing, and that person even don't know whatever
Right.
you're thinking. So it is not affecting that person. It is affecting you, your health, and your body, which
Absolutely.
blocks your success.
Completely agree, Ravi, because I think the poison that you are actually building inside you, it will actually first kill you, whether it kills the other person or not, because that's inside you, right? So that is going to kill you, that poison. So very important aspect you shared about that here is to start forgiving people, because only when you forgive, you can make progress, right? Then you focus on yourself rather than like focusing on the wrong things that you hate.
That's
Interesting.
correct. When you forgive others, you get lighter, like your heart, which was heavy with so many haters and everyone, but now your heart is very light, and you're open to receive the same abundance which you're giving to others.
Right, right.
The universe will only give it to you when you give it to others.
Wow.
When you give blessing to others, for example, if you're seeing some successful people driving BMW, Mercedes, or any car, and if you are living a mediocre or broke life, what happens is you start judging them. You start telling some or the other thing, bad things about that successful person. Maybe he is doing illegal things, so that's why he is having BMW or Mercedes. But if you do the reverse, if you start blessing that person, you will start enjoying abundance in your life as well.
Wow. Love this
Because,
concept because, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
No, no, I'm loving this concept of abundance. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, because the moment when you are hurting that successful person, like when you are saying that successful person is crook, or that person is doing illegal things, or maybe whatever it is, whatever you are judging that person, the moment you are saying to that person, that means even you don't want to become successful.
Right.
How you will be become successful when you are not appreciating other success,
Yeah.
right? So start blessing other successful person. And also this I learned from my old friends. So I have one of my like very dear to near, I have like group of friends. So one of them is Punjabi friend, okay? So he taught me this lesson, that always appreciate, like whatever, don't hate anyone. It's
Mm,
fine whatever they are doing, it's fine whatever they have, they're not there, it's absolutely fine. Just appreciate them. It's okay. So when you start doing this, you will start seeing their different kind of a world.
yeah.
There is no hurt, there is no hate in your life. It's all blessing, blessing, blessing. That's it. So this is how I complete my morning routine. So I'm already set for the day. And the last part, what I do is you have to spend minimum 20 minutes on reading books.
Mm,
Because early morning, and the best is someone who wants to start the self development journey, I would recommend to read autobiography or of all successful people for a start. Because there are so many experiences these people had, 40, 50, 60 years of experience, they binded in one book and they are giving it to you, and it's kind of a shortcut to success.
right.
Or else, if you don't want to read book, you have to do trial and error method.
Yeah.
So that is the shortcut, like start reading. And one more bonus shortcut I want to give it to, especially for people who is in the corporate world or doing job, whatever field you are in, maybe it's IT, maybe it's a designing, maybe it's a manufacturing, or maybe whatever it is, read 60 minutes on that particular topic every day. It can be book, it can be article, or it can be like whatever related to that topic. That itself will give you promotion in the next 3 to 5 years.
Hmm.
You will be
Interesting.
in the top of that particular subject.
Interesting. And I think this is right here that if you want to get success, then follow the successful people, right? And the
Yes.
shortcut, best shortcut is start reading their books, because most successful people have written books. And what else do you want in terms of interacting with these people, right? Directly through their books. Very well said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
because
please.
the same, like, I read your book, Build Your Dream Career, wonderful book. What it helps is, it helps a people who are in a career how to go and get your dream job. One, like, you have also put a framework in there, like what all things you need to do. It's a step by step framework, you need to use it. And also there are so many secrets which you have shared. One secret, if you apply in your job, that itself will start giving you like a written like rewards in your job also.
Right.
So that is the power of book, because that book might cost you my I think so 600 or 700, but it is giving you more than 6 years plus experience of Fatah Khan.
Right.
So same if you go and read a book of Steve Jobs, or maybe anyone, or maybe it's a marketing book or mindset book, anyone, they are giving you not that, but that the price of that book is nothing. They are giving you that 40 years, 50 years of experience in that particular book. That is very important.
Right. I think these are really good rituals that you shared about. And one thing I want to reiterate on is the gratitude that you spoke about, right? Very important to have that gratitude. Whether you spoke about like the kind of life, like every single day is a blessing. So many people we have been seeing, especially during COVID, whom we have lost, right? Having this life itself is a blessing. Now, many people get stuck thinking, okay, job is my life. Right? Job is not your life. Job is a part of life, right? There are so
Right.
many other things in life apart from job. Even if you have lost job, what big deal? There are so many other companies. There are so many other jobs. You will still find a job, right? But life itself is a blessing. So in every situation we can definitely express gratitude. So you mentioned about a lot of things on gratitude. Very well said there. And one element that I want to connect with, the food element that you spoke about here, especially in the corporate world. I'm sure like you also have seen that for the last 11, 12 years that you worked in the corporate industry. A lot of people waste the food on the tables, right? Without realizing that there are so many out there who don't have that one time food. And so it's very important to have that gratitude. And once a person has that attitude of gratitude, then he's already successful here. Right?
Correct.
Success starts from inside, and then you go ahead and win that world outside. So great. I think we are doing some real good discussion here. I'm loving this conversation. And you also have learned from a lot of mentors, some successful people there. And there was a time when you also met one of the legend, Jack Canfield. Do you want to share the experience of this? Like, how did you meet
Sure.
him, and what was the experience?
Yes. So this was the start of my self development. Like after reading books, I started when I started reading books and everything. There was common thread in all the books that they invest in themselves first to
Hmm.
get success. I said, how is this? But we have been told by our society that it's just once you complete your education, you just go and earn. That's it. Your learning stops there. But how come these people are saying that if you want to become successful, you need to start learning and investing in yourself? It's not only one. Each and every successful which book I was reading, the people they were investing in themselves. That's how
Hmm.
I also started now. I am already investing in books. I also need to invest in workshops, because they were saying that you need to invest in yourself in seminars, workshops, everything. And that's how you will be able to get to learn the real things from that successful people.
Hmm.
It's a simple example, right? You might do MBA degree certification or any NIT or any certification, but it will be too theoretical. But someone who is dreaming of Ferrari, do you think he can learn from the person who owns Ferrari, or who only talks about that and who doesn't own anything and who is just giving you the theory knowledge?
No. Yeah.
Right? So same thing, like these successful mentors, everyone, they actually teach the real principles, what they have implemented in their life, and then they teach you. So I started investing in myself from seminar. The first seminar I went is through Success Gan. So that was the first day in the conference, NAC conference. During that time, I met Jack Canfield, and he's one of
Mm.
the international world-class speaker and best-selling author of Chicken Soup Soul series, The Success Principles. So when I met that person, it was completely different energy. When I shook hand of that person, I made a decision that I also want to become a person like who he is. I don't want to live the mediocre person who is living paycheck to paycheck. I want to, because that energy got rubbed. When I shook that hand, I made that decision that I want to do. Now, whatever, like I started learning from Jack Canfield, and then in that day itself, I invested around 50K for my investment. Like I
One
invested in,
day.
yes, I was
Yeah.
not having money though, because you will never have money to invest in yourself. That is the crazy thing. But you need to be resourceful enough to invest in that particular thing. So what I did, I
Mhm.
was having credit card during that time. So I invested one program in T. Harvaker's program, Millennium Mind Intensive. Second program was Rajiv Talreja's Business Space program. Third program was about the personal branding. So this is how I invested. And once I invested, and after that, when I started attending seminar, it was awkward for me because first time going inside five-star hotel is completely different feeling for a person like me who is broke and mediocre
Mhm.
during that
Mhm.
time, right? Your belief will not allow you to go into that particular five-star hotel.
Right.
But I shattered my belief because I know I took a decision based on where I want to go, not where I am right now. I
Wow.
put
This is
myself in.
amazing. So you said you don't take decisions based on where you are, but you take decisions based on where you want to go. Right? I think this is very powerful. This is very powerful because I see a lot of people, right? When you said resourceful, they always have this habit of saying that I'll do it later, I don't have money, I'll think about it, right? And these are the things which are killing their growth
Right.
because they are delaying their success, and it's because of their mindset. They
Correct.
can still become resourceful, as you said, but they're not becoming resourceful is hampering their growth, right? Lovely, lovely. Please continue. Yeah.
Because for the, when we see, when we take decision based on where I want to go, because I want to live a successful life. My dreams are
Right.
big. I started thinking big. I want to go somewhere, one destination. So I have to take decision on based on where I want to go, not where I am. So what happens is, for example, point A is where I am right now. Point B, I want to go to that destination. So if I take decision from where I am right now, I will start seeing everything as a problem,
Hmm.
money problem, time problem. But when I start focusing on where I want to go, when I see from that point of view, I see the same problem as an opportunity.
Right.
I start seeing that as an opportunity. So that was an opportunity for me. Though I was entering to the five-star hotel first time, it is absolutely fine. I was very uncomfortable. But you will only be able to achieve your dreams by putting yourself in uncomfortable zone. You need to make your uncomfortable new comfortable zone,
Wow. This is
and
this is
that is
again
same.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same thing in happens in corporate career as well. Fatah, you already know, right?
Right.
People stuck in the same company, and then they are blaming their bosses, their managers, and company that they are not giving a hike.
Hmm.
But My question to you, and this is what you also teach, have you learned any skill? For example, if you're in a team leader position, and from team leader to you need to go to the manager, have you started learning what kind of a skills a manager should need? When you
Right.
have not started learning, and when even you don't think about that person, and end of the day you're saying that I have not got raise, or I am not getting any designation or anything,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
these are the things, like I started going to the seminars. I put myself in a lot of uncomfortable situation. You need to have a lot of courage. And how does you get a courage? By taking action, by taking
Perfectly said. Hmm.
by taking some uncomfortable situation wherein you just need to pray, hope, and believe in the universe. That's it. Because
So Ravi
universe
here,
want.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Go
when
ahead.
you got out of this comfort zone, you said it was very difficult for you when you invested that for 50,000, when you met Jack Canfield, and when you learned from different workshops, right? When you invested that in yourself, now what is the kind of returns that it has given you? Because I know yesterday we were having this conversation, right? 11 years of your job, the kind of money you're making, and today you're already making like at least four times that money. So, do you think it would have been possible to grow in that call center or in the place where you are to wherever you are today if you wouldn't have invested in yourself?
That's a very good question for that. So, for the audience, let me ask you, do you guys know what is the best investment in this world? The best investment is not in stock, not in real estate, not in oil, or not in any investment, because or not in fixed deposit. People who is living paycheck to paycheck, they think that FDA will give you some 6.7.8 point returns. It's enough. No, there is something also called as a self investment, investing in yourself, which guarantees you more than 100% results.
Hmm.
And this is the investment. When I did, I started getting so many results. The way I was looking at before, the way I was seeing the world was completely changed. And one of the profound thing which I teach to my mentees, and this is the golden wealth triangle which I learned. And people who want to achieve their dreams and live a successful and fulfilled life, there are so many ways to become successful. But end of the day, you need to ask yourself, do you really want to be successful and live a fulfilled life? That is the question. Because you might be thinking that people are doing illegal things and becoming successful. I'm not talking about that. Unless and until it is ethical and moral ways, I only talk about living a successful and fulfilled life. So, if you really want to live that success life, there is the three thing only you need to understand. The concept which I teach to my mentee, it's golden wealth triangle. There is
Hmm.
only three important wealth in your life which you need to focus on. Only three. The first wealth is your health. You need to take care of your health. Maybe it's workout, jogging, exercising, what you put in your mental diet, what you put in your mind also makes a huge difference. You can't grow weeds in your mind garden.
Hmm.
What you eat physically, that also impacts a lot. Because if you're not focusing on your health, what is the use of making a lot of money, and end of the day you are not able to enjoy your money? You don't have that physical strength to enjoy the luxurious life, the abundance life.
Hmm.
If you see all successful people, name it, Grant Cardone, 60 plus years, he's so fit. Richard Branson, 70 plus years, Virgin Atlantic. Richard Branson, he's so fit. If you name like anyone, Tony Robbins,
Yeah.
all the successful people, they take care of their health.
Right.
So that is the first important wealth you need to focus on. And the second important wealth is time. We all heard this in from childhood, from in the classroom, because I still remember when I used to go to the classroom, in the board, teacher or maybe some of the students might writing the proverbs every day, different proverbs. There was one proverb that is time is money. You might
Hmm.
have heard that, but that is absolutely not true. That is not true at all. Time is more than money. The
Right.
second I spent with you right now, you're not going to get that back.
Yeah.
But if I spent some money, maybe it's 10K or 50K or 1 lakh, I can get that back. But the
Yeah.
time I will not be able to get back.
Right.
So this is the second important wealth. So that's why when we read book or when we invest in ourselves with the mentors, like you are helping to build a dream career, we are buying time. We are buying your 6 years, 10 years, 15 years of experience at a one go.
Right.
So think about that, how much time you are saving it, right?
Hmm.
You need to
Yeah.
value your time. If you're not valuing your time, no one will. That is the second wealth you need to take care of. You need to start thinking like successful people. And the third important thing then comes is money.
Hmm.
Making money should be your priority. Now you might be saying, Ravi, money is not everything. And let me tell you that money is not everything. You will only hear this thing from poor and broke people. Tell me any successful people that who is saying money is not everything, money is not good. Because the people who are saying that money is not everything and you should not always be a go for money, money needs to be, you should have making money as a priority list. Why? Because, for example, if a mother gave birth to a newborn baby, she could not afford buying a milk. She goes to the grocery store and she tells that grocery store person, "Hey, I need to like half liter or maybe 1 liters of milk." And in return, she doesn't have money to give, but she says, "I can give you lots of love. I can give you lots of blessing. I can give you any other thing. Please give me milk." Do you think that person is going to give you? No. Just one example I'm giving you. Go and like whatever you want to buy, just go to the shopkeeper and ask for that and say in return, I am not, you can say, money is not everything. I am very spiritual. Money is nothing. Even you should not ask for money. Do you think you're going to get that particular thing?
No. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. The three
So that
concepts.
is,
Hmm.
yeah, so that is very important. Making money is very, very, very important. Because one of the myth which I want to break is people think that rich people are greedy. Rich people are never greedy, guys. Money is neutral. Money is just an energy. Money just amplifies you who you are. If you're crook, it will more money will make you more crook. If you're a humble person, more money will make you more humble. So how does money will make you greedy? You were already greedy. So more money will make you more greedy. So never blame, because see guys, you need to have a good relationship with money. Money is like your wife or maybe your parents. Do you think each and every time when you hate money, do you think money want to be with you? If you start hating your wife and keep on cribbing your wife or maybe parents, do you think that they will love you and they want to be with you?
No.
Make money yourself as a best friend. So this is the three important wealth in your life you need to focus on first, and it is in a priority. Money will not come first,
Right.
and even like time will not come first. So first important wealth is health,
Health.
second is time, and third is money. So this is the concept. If you learn and if you start valuing it according to the priority, you will start seeing a different kind of a result.
Wow, that's amazing. So, over an hour now, and we have had a great conversation where you have spoken about different myths and also like your wealth triangle you explained, and have helped a lot of people to unlock that mindset so that they can get success in their lives. So thanks a lot, Ravi, for being here and then sharing that immense knowledge. And yes, it is definitely going to help a lot of people who are watching live and then who are also going to watch it later on the recording. So thank you,
Thank
Ravi.
you. Thank you so much for that, and I would really like want to congratulate you because the kind of a work you are giving, you are doing, and the kind of things you are doing for your mentee and helping them to get their dream career, and you're helping them like maybe how to overcome the office politics, or maybe how to get that hike in their office, or maybe to get that dream career job. You're doing just amazing because when I was working in corporate in call center, I was never thought about that there would be someone who is also going to help you like in your career. You
Right.
need to invest in yourself, but you are just doing great job. And guys, I would highly recommend, if you stuck in your mid-career job, it's time to go ahead and see for that, so that you can start seeing your world as a different and you can get that dream job. Thank you.
Thanks, Ravi. Thanks for that recommendation and also like helping others through your knowledge and experience here. So, thanks everyone for watching us live and also for people who are going to watch later. I'm sure you are going to enjoy this conversation that was done with Ravi today. And you can reach out to Ravi on LinkedIn, and he's there on other social media platforms as well. You can find him with Ravi Kumar Nadar, Mindset Matrix Mentor. And yes, if you are looking forward for something complimentary as well, as Ravi shared, that he's going to give you those templates that you can start using and implementing in your life. So thanks a lot, Ravi. Thanks everyone for being here and for people who are going to watch us later on the recording. And we are going to come up with more amazing people who are going to share their knowledge, their experiences, their failures and successes so that you can build your dream career. So stay tuned for the next one. And until then, have a great day. Have a great time and God bless. Stay safe. Thank you.